Well, hello, everybody, including the jet-lagged people and the local people. This is an amazing gathering. Of course, actually, I was supposed to organize this 8th MASSIN Congress in Miami. Then, of course, COVID came and changed everything. So this is actually almost much better, but welcome. There are many people on Zoom. We are streaming live, and welcome to those folks on Zoom. As you know, we will have 4 days of a MASSIN Congress, and let me get going. So this is it. You know why we're here, because of this gentleman on the cover of this program. These are the sites that we're going to be in over the coming few days. Every information I'm giving you is in the program book that you have. This is a fantastic faculty that is finalized. I'm delighted all of these big names are here to honor, of course, Majid. Let me start by saying when we finish here at 5:45, those of you who are going back to the Zaza where our opening reception is, there is a bus, and you can see on the map where that is. But anyways, my staff will also direct you in the correct way from here to where the bus is. It's called the North Garage. Don't dilly-dally too much, otherwise you're going to be missing parts of the opening reception. So we really want to be there at 6:30. We thank our sponsors, Platinum, Gold, and Silver. You can see them listed here. Again, before I forget later in the meeting, I must thank the 5 spectacular team members, Elise, head of our marketing team, along with Janine and Will, and then my personal assistant, Marissa, and Roberto, who is everywhere. So just so you can put faces to the names, if you need anything, approach any of them, in addition to the many volunteers that are helping in today and the rest of the meeting. We are again here to celebrate a man that needs no introduction. I am absolutely not going to tell you his biography. If I have to tell you his biography, you probably don't belong here. And if you wanted to read the specifics of it, is in page 15 of the program book. Perhaps there are very young people who don't know who we're talking about, so you'd better get to know him, because we're going to celebrate him the rest of the meeting. He hasn't changed very much over the years. I don't know, Majid, this must be in the early 80s, probably, I assume, with God rest his soul, Evandro Oliveira to the right of you, and that's Elder Tedeschi to the left of you. I don't know the person on the right, but maybe our Brazilian friends do. What is he? I mean, he has amazing presence. We all know his master surgical skills, his love for education. He has been honored in so many ways. I don't think there are any more ways to honor him. He's been honored by the high-ranking politicians in Germany and several other countries. He's been honorary member of multiple societies. Who in their lifetime has a bust made for them and a medal made for them? I don't know of anybody who has that, but Majid has that. Even a wax figure in his image, although the real thing is, I think, much more attractive and handsome and imposing than his wax figure. A boulevard is named after him, of course, in his native Iran. He has, of course, started the INI that's now in not only in Hanover, but in Iran, in China. Of course, those of you who don't know, this building is shaped in a way like the brain with 2 hemispheres and a corpus callosum in the middle. But you know what is unique is this unbelievable supportive family that he has. Of course, his wife of many decades, wonderful, always together. I wish she could be here because, again, she's an amazing woman. And of course, this special guy that he has given birth to, that has become as close a friend to all of us as his father, brilliant, following in his footsteps. Here they are together, in not only at work, but also having fun, and a unique father-son relationship that all of us fathers in this room, of course, would love to have with our sons or daughters, of course. This is them together at some other functions. And this is a whole family, I think, fairly recently, with both son, daughter, and their families. But here is Majid. Very hard to put in word really what he represents. I mean, you ask, those of you who don't know what MASSIN is, you ask yourself, well, why did his former trainees even start this society 20 plus years ago? Why so much love and admiration for one person? Why is he so popular? You should see how many people wanted photos with him after his lecture at the CNS, and we had to drag him to bring him here. At his, let's face it, at his age of 87, how many in this room think they will even be remembered or relevant at age 87, let alone, this is really, I mean, I'm not somebody who just throws meaningless words, but this is, I mean, quite unique. So I tried to figure out why that is. There is a surgical mastery at a rarefied level, let's face it, attainable by very few. There is this love for education and for communicating what he has learned over decades. There is that passion, as I was telling him over tea a minute ago, the passion that permeates in every facet of his life, not just surgery, but the way he talks to people, the way he raises his family, the way he puts all of himself in everything, even the surgeries that he does today that should be second nature to him. The passion, and that's probably a message to the younger folks. If you don't have passion, you're probably not going to succeed in life. And then his elegance, but it's not just elegance of appearance, of the words, of the thoughts, of the actions, and then of course that elegance spills over into the surgical moves. So it's just one entity, completely internally consistent with itself. It's really quite a rare human who would be like that. Not to forget his affability, his genuine care for students, people. As Rudyard Kipling's poem said, Majid, of course, has walked with kings, never lost the common touch. And charisma simply follows. If you're all of the above, charisma follows, which is why he still commands any room at this point in his life. I had the pleasure when Mike Apuzzo voted him the man of, I can't remember what was called, the man of the year, the neurosurgeon of the year back in 2013. So I'm going to read to you a paragraph I had written in that whatever, many of us had written an eloge about him. Elegance and vitality, charm and charisma, creativity, passion, superlative surgical skills, leadership by inspiration, not by demand. And I think that is key. Uncanny ability to energize the unmotivated, to teach the unambitious and make them ambitious, to befriend the uninspired and therefore inspire them, and perhaps to humble even the most talented surgeons. You all know it in this room. You watch him operate, you wonder, are you ever going to reach this level? Unparalleled drive to move mountains, convert potential into actual, defeat the skeptics in many parts of neurosurgery, to smile through battles and never doubt his true north. These many traits, any one of which would be ample adornment to its fortunate bearer, really truly still only begin to describe the surface of his complex character. It's redundant to tell you he's a giant of neurosurgery, one of its last truly aristocrat, and what I mean, the nice definition of an aristocrat, one with, he's really a knight and a king at the same time. And of course, that beautiful blend of Iranian determination and German ingenuity. So that's our man for today. Somebody, I guess, has called him the king of brains, but we really love him because he's also the king of hearts. And that's why you're all in this room. That's why there are people coming from the other side of this world to be here. So that's the end of my éloge to Majid.